heart of East Africa, stretching across northern Tanzania and spilling into southwestern Kenya, lies one of the most extraordinary ecosystems on Earth, the legendary Serengeti National Park, a land where time seems to stand still, where ancient rhythms still guide the lives of millions, and where the drama of survival unfolds every single day beneath endless African skies. The name Serengeti comes from the Maasai word Serengeti, meaning the endless plains, and endless they truly are. Over 14,000 square kilometers of sweeping grasslands, golden savanna, rocky koppies, and life-giving rivers. This is not just a national park. It is a living, breathing, natural wonder, a stage for the greatest wildlife spectacle on the planet. The Serengeti story began millions of years ago, when volcanic eruptions from the nearby Ngorongoro Conservation Area spread rich ash across the land. That ash formed fertile soils that today nourish vast grasslands, the foundation of a food chain that supports one of the highest concentrations of wildlife anywhere on Earth, from the short grass plains in the south, to the acacia-dotted savanna of the center, to the river forests in the north. Each region has its own rhythm, its own inhabitants, and its own secrets. Every year, more than 1.5 million wildebeest, accompanied by hundreds of thousands of zebras and gazelles, move in a continuous circular journey in search of fresh grazing and water. This is the largest land migration on Earth. It is a journey filled with life and with death. When the herds gather on the southern plains, it becomes the season of birth. Within just a few weeks, hundreds of thousands of calves are born. For predators, it is a time of abundance. Lions lie hidden in the tall grass. Cheetahs scan the horizon from termite mounds. Hyenas patrol in clans waiting for opportunity. And when the dry season arrives, the herds begin their long march north, towards the dangerous waters of the Mara River. Here, survival hangs by a thread. Massive Nile crocodiles wait beneath the surface. The current is strong, panic spreads quickly, yet still they cross. Because in the Serengeti movement is life. The park is home to one of the largest populations of lions in Africa. In the shade of rocky koppies, entire prides sleep through the heat of the day, conserving energy for the hunt that begins after sunset. Cheetahs, the fastest land animals on Earth, rely on speed and precision, chasing down gazelles in explosive bursts that last only seconds. Leopards remain hidden in riverine forests, silent and unseen, their power revealed only when they drag prey into the branches of towering trees. Every predator plays a role. Every hunt shapes the balance of this ecosystem. But the Serengeti is not only about hunters. It is also a land of giants. Elephants move slowly across the plains, their deep rumbles traveling for kilometers through the ground. Giraffes feed gracefully from the tops of acacia trees. Buffalo gather in massive herds, their strength lying in unity. In the distance, hippos crowd into muddy pools while crocodiles bask along the riverbanks. Together, they form a living tapestry, a system where every species depends on another. Life here is ruled not by clocks, but by rain. The arrival of the wet season transforms the plains into a sea of green. Thunderstorms roll across the horizon, flowers bloom, new life begins. In the dry season, the grass turns gold. Water becomes scarce, and survival grows harder. Yet this cycle has continued for thousands of years unbroken, perfectly timed, eternal. For centuries, the Serengeti has also been home to the Maasai, whose traditions and culture remain deeply connected to the land and its wildlife. Their presence is a reminder that conservation is not just about animals. It is about people, heritage, and coexistence. Today, the Serengeti stands as a symbol of global conservation, a place protected, not only for Africa, but for the entire world. As the sun sets over the plains, the sky burns with color. The calls of hyenas echo in the distance. Lions begin to stir, and 1 billion stars appear above one of the last great wildernesses on Earth. This is the Serengeti, a land of movement, a land of survival, a land of breathtaking beauty, a place where nature still writes its own story, and where every sunrise brings a new chapter in the greatest wildlife documentary ever lived. The Serengeti is not just a destination, it is a reminder of what the world once was and what it still can be. As the sun slowly disappears beyond the endless plains of Serengeti National Park, the golden light fades into deep orange, and the wild begins to sing its nighttime song. This journey has been more than just a safari. It has been a return to nature, a reminder of how beautiful, raw, and alive our planet truly is. From the moment we entered these vast landscapes, surrounded by free-roaming wildlife and skies that stretch forever, the Serengeti welcomed us into a world that still moves. To the ancient rhythm of the earth, we witnessed the drama of survival, the calm of grazing herds, the power of predators, and the peaceful silence that exists only in the true wilderness. And somewhere in between those moments, we found something even more special, a deep connection to nature. Because the Serengeti is not just a place you visit, it is a place you feel, a place that stays with you long after you have left. To see elephants walking freely across the horizon, to watch giraffes moving gracefully in the distance, to hear the distant roar of lions under an African sunset. These are not just travel memories. These are once-in-a-lifetime experiences. And as this adventure comes to an end, one thing is certain: the Serengeti is not just about wildlife. It is about understanding the importance of protecting these landscapes, respecting nature, and preserving this incredible heritage for future generations, because places like this are rare and they are priceless. If this video made you feel like you were here with me, watching the plains, chasing the sunsets, and experiencing the magic of Africa, then this journey was worth sharing. Thank you for being part of this adventure. Your support, your views, your comments, they make these experiences possible and inspire more journeys like this. If you enjoyed this vlog, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so you don't miss the next destination. There are many more wild places to explore, many more stories to tell, and many more adventures waiting for us together. Until the next safari, stay curious, stay wild, and keep exploring. From the heart of the Serengeti, Kwaheri.